I want to know, are you stealing? Got caught cheating. And then you started lying, saying that Devin ain't selling. I've been jam-packed. Over 100,000 people. Oscar de la Hoya.
When did you take the supplement?
I told you that day.
Because you tested positive both days.
Man, Bill Haney is at it again. He finally responds to Oscar de la Hoya. He calls him Oscar de la Hoya, and he speaks out on Oscar's claim that his son cannot sell. So there's a lot to go over. I will let you listen to his side, and of course, I'll give you guys the ego thoughts. Bill Haney finally responding to Oscar de la Hoya of Golden Boy. Now, make sure you guys subscribe. Best in the business here, and it's not even close. I made a video about this when it initially happened. Oscar de la Hoya absolutely ripped Devin Haney to shreds. He said that Devin can't sell, and basically the beating Ryan Garcia gave you, no one will ever forget it in this brand new rant.
All right, let's talk about Devin Haney now. Devin Haney, you're pathetic. You're dancing around in the bowling alley because you got your decision reversed. Nobody's gonna forget about that beating you took. Oh, and let's not forget, you're accusing me of not paying you? Bro, you just do not sell.
Now you guys heard from Oscar de la Hoya, now Bill Haney in his response. The response took a couple of days because this wasn't fresh. Like Oscar de la Hoya, I remember making my video about it when he dissed Devin Haney and said he's pathetic. He's like, Devin, you're pathetic. You're dancing in a bowling alley because the decision was overturned? It's pathetic, right? And when he made that video, it was at nighttime. So I was expecting maybe the next day that Bill Haney probably responded, but it took a couple of days.
Oscar de la Hoya, the glorified middleman that's running around like he's a big Willie with the network DAZN's money. Well, Oscar, you didn't get mad until your fighter, Ryan Garcia, got caught cheating. And then you started lying, saying that Devin ain't selling. Well, Oscar, you ain't sold since Canelo Alvarez, and he said you was bad business. You said we ain't selling. Our last 5 events have been jam-packed. Over 100,000 people. More than anybody you can say on your roster today. So, Mr. Oscar de la Hoya, I want to know, are you stealing? Or are you jealous that Devin the Dream Haney is the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era? And that's an era that you participated in. Now, I know we didn't sold out, but I know it's one thing that I wish hurry up and sell out, and that's fishnets, so you can keep your ass out of it.
Now, you guys heard from Bill Haney. I give you guys both sides of the coin as well as my opinion. See, a lot of the Haneyacks, they can never do what Boxing Ego does, which is call it how I see, but not hide anything from you guys. A lot of the Haneyacks, I noticed they try to, anything that's quote unquote negative or criticism, they're always slow to move their feet. They're always slow to react and or hide it from their audience, various content creators, right? Me, there's no situation, there's no subject matter in world boxing that your boy Ego ducks and dodges because there's no reason. A lot of times when these fighters are beefing, I give you my opinion, but it's always business. It's never nothing personal. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is not my beef. If I give you guys my 2 cents on it, which I'm about to do in the next 45 seconds, but I just want that to be clear because there's a lot of confusion and bad energy in the sport of boxing. People who say they're unbiased and keep it real, but they don't really keep it real with certain fighters. And recently we've seen this a lot with the Haneyacks. So moving on, do I think this is a good look for the Haneys? Absolutely not. World Star, they posted this same video, didn't say much in the caption, just look through the comment section. The comment section is absolutely lighting Bill Haney up. So it's funny when Boxing Ego says this thing, you guys say, oh, I'm tripping, I'm hating and stuff like that. But I believe I speak for a lot of people when I said this is not a good look. Again, if you don't believe me, World Star posted this exact same video. They got a huge following, bigger than mine, on Instagram. And you'll see what people are saying. They're like, Bill Haney is embarrassing. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from the Haneys. Bill needs to stop, or Bill should stop talking for his son. And that's a good point. And I've said this too, is like Devin Haney, I don't even know, 26 maybe? He's 26 years old. And you still have your dad like doing your biddings and doing a lot of the talking for you. I don't know if people want that. You know, people want to hear from the actual fighter, the guy that has to get in the ring. But why do I say this is a bad look? For me, this is a bad look because the fans aren't siding with you. So the more you do these videos, the more it's hurting. You guys are millionaires. You've done a lot of good things right. Devin Haney, the perception from the Ryan fight is what it is. But they're trying to keep their foot on the gas, and it's backfiring tremendously. They're trying to almost force the public. The public has spoken. The public has pretty much rejected Devin Haney's cries for sympathy or his side of the deal what happened in the Ryan Garcia fight, and they are speaking loud and clearly. So to go against the maddening crowd, you're not going to win. You just have to know when to fold, you know, when you have a bad hand. And that's truly what I'm seeing with this Devin Haney situation. I mean, to each his own. Bill Haney, Devin Haney, they can keep doing these interviews and caption videos and parodies and stuff like that. But I don't see how this helps the Haney brand. People keep saying the same thing. They're like, Ryan cooked you. I'll never forget this. I can't unsee it. So what Oscar said, a lot of it is true because you're still seeing it in the comment section, whether you like it or not. I understand Ryan tested positive. He's claiming contamination. People believe him. Some people don't believe him. But he's already being punished. He's on the sideline. He's out of boxing. So now Bill Haney doing this video and going at Oscar De La Hoya saying, it just sounds bad, bro. There's no nice way to put it. It sounds bad. He's making it sound as if Oscar is jealous of Devin Haney, when in the world of boxing, Oscar has fought literally everybody. And the funny thing is, I've had my fair share of criticism for Oscar De La Hoya over the years. I've never been a stranger to that. A lot of stuff he does, like when he wrote that letter to boxing, like Dear Floyd, leave boxing. A lot of his stuff he does to me is bunk or bogus. But if somebody has a point, they have a point. And what he said about Devin Haney's inability to sell, it looks like there's some truth to that. They're saying the numbers came back soft. Devin Haney, even if he had a potential to sell, that Ryan Garcia fight set him back. So now his next fight, who's he even going to fight? Where are you going to sell? If you fight in California, you got to worry about the rehydration rule and everybody seeing how much Devin Haney rehydrates the next day, right? So that might not be an option. You look at Sandor Martin, and Top Rank is the lone bidder on the fight, and they only bid $2.4 million to secure the fight, meaning about $1.6 million for Devin Haney. So his stock has plummeted and dropped. I don't care what anybody says. So no matter what Bill Haney does and him doing these videos, it doesn't change it. You're making it sound like Oscar is jealous because Devin Haney is some huge star. Oscar's a gold medalist, something Devin Haney's never accomplished. And he's a storied boxer, a Hall of Fame boxer. And why would he be jealous? He has a better resume. He's done more in boxing than Devin has done to this point. It's just, to me, it's a bad play. So I don't really understand the video. Then the part at the end with the fishnets. Listen, this has been said before. It's really not original. You know, Bill is trying to sell his son as this massive star and saying nobody on the Golden Boy roster has sold out the same And he said that Devin, I mean, you guys heard the clip. He said Devin Haney sold so many arenas with 100,000s of people. I mean, come on, bro. Get real. We're talking about fights in Australia where George Kambosos, the Australian, was a champion who had just defeated Teofimo Lopez, right? So Devin had to take short money because Kambosos just beat Teo and had the belts. Plus, Devin had to fight on his territory. So how are you going to try to claim full credit when you were clearly the B-side in that first fight? And that's the fight that had the most attendance, if you will. So Devin Haney has done some solid moves, but he was the B-side on both occasions where the fight was actually done that had a good attendance, right? So Ryan Garcia, maybe they're happy with the live gate, I don't know. But that was you were the B-side to Ryan. Kambosos, same thing. The only one that Devin Haney has on his own where he was the A-side is the hometown or the Bay Area fight versus Regis Prograis, right? So I feel like that's also a weak point. Plus, De La Hoya, he was the man. He had sold out shows with Shane Mosley and Floyd and Pacquiao. Why would he be jealous? This is literally what a man is saying. So I listen to what people are saying. Bill Haney's suggesting that Oscar is jealous. Why would he be jealous, again, when he's accomplished more than Devin Haney has to this point? And Oscar had a chin. Nobody really beat the brakes off of him in the same way. Like, yeah, he had fights. Floyd beat him. Pacquiao beat him. He was kind of, drained or whatnot. And Ike Cortez, I thought, beat him. Felix Stern. He's had fights, but it wasn't like he's getting clipped up. Oscar, to his credit, had a hell of a chin. He had a hell of a chin. So Devin Haney, you can't really say the same thing. He was getting clipped and hurt in the first round. So no matter how much that Bill Haney tries to sway the public, it's looking like it has the opposite effect, the reverse effect of what you want. So to me, I feel like, again, you got to know when to fold and just to fall back, lay back, and, just regroup. But to each his own. The Haney's going to keep doing. Just look at what I'm saying. Look at the Ariel Helwani interview from Devin Haney right now, because this video is about to end in the next 30 seconds. So go to World Star, look at the Bill Haney video called out Oscar De La Fuya or whatever he said, and look in the comments. Go to Ariel Helwani's interview, and I'll probably put a link in the description, with Devin Haney. Go to the MMA Fighting where he did that podcast interview with Devin Haney, and just tell me the number of how many positive comments that you read. That's all I want. Deuces.